Is India bowing to the Taliban? It's one of the great ironies of modern geopolitics. India's ruling BJP, long accused of stoking anti-Muslim sentiment at home, is now warming up to one of the most extreme Islamist regimes in the world, the Afghan Taliban. In fact, India has gone so far as to accommodate the Taliban's hardline norms that it barred female journalists from covering an Afghan foreign minister's press conference in New Delhi, a decision widely criticized as India bowing to Taliban misogyny. But why is India doing this, and how does it connect to the deadly clashes now unfolding between Pakistan and Afghanistan? After initially keeping the Taliban at arm's length following their 2021 takeover, India has been quietly re-engaging with them. Just recently, New Delhi reopened its embassy in Kabul and welcomed Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi on an official visit, which was the first of its kind in 4 years. The visit was accompanied by a joint statement pledging cooperation on trade, health, and infrastructure. But what truly raised eyebrows was a line reaffirming Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir as part of India, a move that triggered a strong reaction from Islamabad. Pakistan's Foreign Office called the reference highly insensitive, saying that it disregarded UN resolutions and showed India's continuing disregard for Muslim aspirations. Pakistan upholds the right of the people of Jammu and Kashmir to self-determination in accordance with the resolutions of the United Nations Security Council. To many analysts, India's outreach to the Taliban is driven less by friendship and more by realpolitik, an attempt to counter Pakistan's traditional influence in Kabul and secure leverage in Central Asia. While India courts Kabul diplomatically, the Pakistan-Afghanistan border has erupted militarily. Tensions that had been simmering for months exploded into open conflict when Taliban fighters launched attacks on Pakistani posts along the frontier late on Saturday. Pakistan's military says it repulsed the aggression, killing over 200 Taliban and affiliated terrorists, with 23 soldiers being martyred in the process. These clashes followed weeks of intensified cross-border violence. The banned Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, operating from sanctuaries inside Afghanistan, had launched a string of deadly attacks, ambushing convoys, killing scores of Pakistani soldiers, including senior officers. A few days before the latest escalation, there were reports of targeted operations inside Afghanistan, including what some claimed was an attempt on the TTP chief in Kabul. The Afghan regime issued a vague statement, while Pakistan reiterated its demand that Kabul stop harboring terrorists. In the wake of these developments, the Taliban launched strikes across the border, the most serious flare-up since their return to power in 2021. From Islamabad's perspective, the situation is straightforward. Pakistan is under attack from terrorists using Afghan soil. And official data also backs these claims. Terrorist incidents have surged year after year. 89 in 2021, 262 in 2022, 306 in 2023, 521 in 2024, and already 585 in the first 10 months of 2025. Each attack claimed the lives of soldiers, police, and civilians. The TTP, a banned outfit allied with the Afghan Taliban, has even taken responsibility for many of these attacks. For years, Pakistan has supported the Taliban government, hoping that shared faith and history would translate into security cooperation. Islamabad even kept its embassy open in Kabul, calling for the unfreezing of Afghanistan's $9 billion in assets, and lobbied the world for humanitarian support. The Pakistani Foreign Office also highlighted that it had hosted around 4 million Afghans for over 4 decades, but would now regulate their presence according to international norms and laws. But all of this goodwill has been met with frustration. Instead of clamping down on terrorist sanctuaries, the Taliban regime has turned a blind eye and now even launched direct attacks. Yet Pakistan's official line remains measured. The Foreign Office insists that Islamabad's actions are defensive and aimed solely at neutralizing terrorists threatening its people. Pakistan has no interest in conflict with a neighboring Muslim country. And of course, where there's a conflict, there's also Donald Trump. The US president, while on his way to Israel yesterday ahead of the hostage prisoner swap, referred to the Pakistan-Afghanistan clashes, saying that he's good at solving wars, indicating his interest in easing tensions between the two countries. For now, calm has returned, but it's fragile. Pakistan insists it will continue targeting terrorist networks while pursuing diplomatic engagement with Kabul through regional partners. At the same time, India's deepening embrace of the Taliban adds an unpredictable new dimension. Once sworn enemies, New Delhi and Kabul now appear aligned, a development that Islamabad views with understandable suspicion. In the end, Pakistan's message is simple. It seeks peace, stability, and security, but will not tolerate terror sanctuaries just across its border that threaten the life and property of its people.